So Kubernetes is one tool. On the top of this, we can install, or I can say run the app. So on the top of Kubernetes, I can run my app, and those you run in the Kubernetes as in one box. It's called pod. Pod is like an OS, and this app could be anything. But in my case, my app is Jenkins. Technically, I'm going to install Jenkins on the top of Kubernetes. Okay, so it will be extra learning for you by chance because my account is locked. So how can you install Jenkins on the top of Kubernetes? Although you should have a Kubernetes. In my case, I already have a Kubernetes in my laptop. So what I'm going to do before this small thing here, my laptop always has this challenge. A lot of data we have. Some space. So in my laptop, I already have the Kubernetes installed. So let me run the Kubernetes with a mini cube. Those who is not part of Jenkins actually, but those who want to learn how to install the Kubernetes on the top of your laptop with a tool called Minikube, I will ask my team. They will share one extra video to you, okay, where you can learn how to install Kubernetes cluster or a server in your laptop using a tool called Minikube. So any practical if you want to do on the Kubernetes, for example, today we are going to learn the Jenkins, okay, install on the top of Kubernetes. You can do this practical also. Okay, so plan here is I am installing Jenkins on the top of Kubernetes. And again, how to install Jenkins on the top of Kubernetes? There's a multiple way available. Okay, one of the way I'm going to use is Helm. Like in more simple, right? Maybe you guys might not know Helm. So I'm using very simple way to get it installed. So if you go to hub.docker.com, where you can find a lot of Docker images or container images. So if you search here about the Jenkins, okay, you can find one image from the Jenkins official website. Okay, even though they also say use this. 1 minute, let me check this one. From here, I can go and take the image. So this is the image we have. I'm going to use this image. Okay, and this image, and one more thing I want to check what is the latest version they are having. So this latest version I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to use this image is a container image or the Docker image, and this image I'm going to launch on the top of Kubernetes. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do here. Some time it's getting up. So my Kubernetes is launching, and then I will use for example, this is one of the command of Kubernetes. See, you can see how many ports are running. Some ports are running. I already have a Jenkins from some other class. Let me delete everything so have a clean environment. So let's say my Kubernetes is clean. Okay, don't worry guys if you don't know much about Kubernetes. So that is, I'm just taking a one different example here, how to install Jenkins on top of Kubernetes. Okay, so for this, I need an image. So I have the image with me. Okay, and after this image is gonna come up. Let me just first do it. Yeah. So my environment is a kind of clean. Nothing is there. So I can use a command called Kubernetes. I want to create a new deployment. Let's say my Jenkins one from the image. Call this. That's all. As simple as that. Okay. And what you will see, it will launch a app. In our case, the app is Jenkins. They launch as a pod. You can see they're launching as a pod. They're creating a container or the pod or OS, the same thing. And inside this pod, you have a Jenkins up and run. So it's a new obviously, new Jenkins, and taking some time because technically they are downloading this image from the internet to my local system, okay, in the Minikube server. And sometime you can see they will up and running. Okay. And after Jenkins run, I will log into Jenkins, okay, and use the Jenkins as per my requirement. And for logging the Jenkins, what we have to do, I have to expose the Jenkins with the kubectl expose my deployment, what I created here, with name called my J1, okay, and to a type called node port, means so that I can connect from outside world, because running in the it's running inside the Kubernetes, but I am sitting in my Windows. So for Windows, I want to connect this guys, this outside guys, okay, and with the port number. So here in this case, this Jenkins is created by somebody, and in the overview, mostly what you will see that this Jenkins one program running on some port number. Topically, they use a port number 8080, but in mostly in the document they mention the port number here that I didn't mention. So let me assume the port number may be 8080. Okay, so let me expose or connect the port number 8080. Okay, where I'm assuming this is a port number they use. Otherwise, we have some way also go and check the port number inside the image. But let me assume this. So after port launch, fantastic, is working fantastically fine. Plus, I have my service. Service is like a load balancer, like a way I can connect to outside world. This was great. Okay, and because your Kubernetes running in your Minikube, so I can ask my Minikube is one tool running in my system. Can you tell me your IP address? Minikube. So Minikube say my IP address is this one. Inside my IP address, somebody running on this port number. So if you go to this port number, to this IP address, you will find a connect to Jenkins at this port number. Okay. So typically I use only two commands. But let me connect to this IP address, colon, this port number 31482. And you will see you will connect to the Jenkins in a minute. In my case, Jenkins is running locally in my laptop, and they're running on the top of Kubernetes as a pod. Okay. And sometimes when you run anything as a pod is like a OS. So this OS mostly keep on sending a lot of terminal messages called log. So if you go to this pod and say, hey, Jenkins, this is OS name pod name, can you show me the logs? So guys, here they show you the log. Log means what is happening behind the OS. So when the Jenkins launch, they will throw a lot of messages on the screen. Those messages I'm picking from this pod. And here what they're showing you, the password. So either you can get the password from this file, that's also mentioned here, or they also throw the password of the admin user, so I can log in first time. So there's a password, let me put here and continue. Password is wrong because when I copy here, they take extra space here. So let me remove the space. Still is wrong. Let me check. B5, B00. Yeah. So let's log in, and this is again the same skin, guys, what you see in till date, right? So let me go for install suggestion plugin, and this is the initial thing what we have done. So till date, whatever you know, after this, everything will be same. Fantastic thing is this Jenkins is running somewhere. This somewhere is
this port number, and this port number is associated with a load balancer, and this load balancer is connected to this port. Inside this port, we are running Jenkins or TAT. So it's a long mapping. You don't have to worry about this. Those who know Kubernetes didn't understand this point very well, maybe. The only thing is what you have to do, you have to run only two commands to get it done. The first command is this command. Okay. And second command is this command, the service command. I don't know where it's going to go, right? So service expose command. Yeah. So is this one done already? The create command first. So if you run these two commands after you have a Jenkins, then your setup is ready. And to getting the password of the Jenkins, use the get command to know the pod name, and then use the logs command to see the password, first time password. That's all. So wherever you have the Kubernetes, you will have, there's no matter where the Kubernetes would be, Kubernetes, OpenShift, this kind of tool, okay, then use this command to get your Jenkins installed on the top of Kubernetes. Okay, and remaining part would be exactly the same. Here, guys, they are installing a lot of plugins. Now, what is plugins? You know, they're installing Git plugins. Okay, but one thing that is installing right now, that is what we need today, is pipeline plugin, guys. Today we are learning pipeline as a code. So you want to use pipeline as a code, then you need this plugin. So by chance, if you already have a Jenkins, and if you don't have a pipeline plugin, then you know how to install the plugin. Go to your admin in the Jenkins, go to plugins, go and install the plugin known as pipeline. But after you install this plugin pipeline, okay, guys, it's not build pipeline, delivery pipeline. That plugin just was a kind of visual plugin that I showed in my last classes. So if you already have a jobs connected to each other and you want to create a beautiful visuals, like a boxes, beautiful look and feel, then we have build and delivery plugin, pipeline plugins. That is a different concept I showed in my last classes. But today, we're not creating any kind of visual look and feel. We are creating a pipeline as a code. For this, you need a plugin called pipeline plugin. In my case, it's going to install automatically. Otherwise, you know how to install it. Okay. So yeah, so Jenkins is there, guys. And for learning this topic or implementing this topic, I need pipeline plugin. That's what we need. So I'm waiting this tool to be installed. So let me use Vimal as my username with some password. My full name, my email ID. That's all. So there's a URL and setup is ready. Fantastic thing is this is exactly same Jenkins, same Jenkins, right? But this entire Jenkins is running, okay, or I can say this Jenkins master node is running in this particular ports. So this port is equals to my master node of Jenkins. Okay, that's a fantastic thing. It means if we need a slave, you can launch more ports and make those ports a slave. So take this as a homework for my side. Those who know Kubernetes, launch one more port, like normal Ubuntu Linux port. Okay, and make those port a slave of this master node. Okay, that's what you can do. Or you can do one more thing, take again as an example or practical or task for my side. There's a master node. Okay, this master node, guys, there's a concept I told you in my last class with the cloud concept, right? Dynamic provisioning of the port. So this master node connect to same Kubernetes as a cloud platform, and say whenever we need more slave node, we'll connect to you. Still, I'm working on you. I connect to you on behind the scene, and you have to launch the port on the fly. Okay, as a dynamic provisioning of the slave node. In my last class, I showed this demo with a Docker. Initially, we were facing some issue, but finally it was working. Working. So guys, we have one request. Okay, so we have 6:20 to 6:35. We have a Ramzan time. So we'll quickly do a break here right now. Of I think these guys are asking for a break for 15 minutes. So let's do a break right now. Okay, and at 6:40, almost in 15-20 minutes, we'll continue guys after the break for Ramzan. Okay, so we'll connect you guys at 6:40 today. So we'll continue with this demo.